Hello again, people! As I have like a bit of time now, but at the same time, don't really want to start recording anything too major until later today. That means I have a few more hours of time to kill. And with that in mind, I have time to do another Doom thing. Um, yeah. So a day after I say I'm going to really stop Doom, I end up doing two things for Doom. Ain't I brilliant? But yeah, this is what happens. I guess the best way to clarify what I kind of meant with last time, and a good way of kind of defining it, is that how it's probably going to work is that I'm probably going to continue doing the Doom recordings that you've seen. Depending on how busy I get or whatnot, it may serve its purpose as being quick little itty bitty levels in between everything, because I don't need to put much effort into rendering them or whatever. So they can be really quick. I want something that's not going to occupy my computer for hours, thereby allowing me to get to something else, or allow, say I didn't have anything planned or whatnot and want to record something rather quickly so that way we can render something. Um, an hour of time isn't, short at all, but it definitely is much shorter than my streams, which tend to go for hours on end and whatnot. You're looking at 3 hour, 4 hour streams generally. So yeah, that's a massive difference. And then you get really crazy when you're talking certain things like say Thief, being a lengthy game. And yeah, there's a lot of them. So I think that actually is a good thing, though, to say. Um, Doom, I'm still going to do, and it may even be relatively frequent because of the fact of the matter that I may be popping from time to time, stopping, starting, doing whatever. But there is a certain mindset that I've kind of changed that originally I was kind of doing. When I started the series, the first thing I did was a 20-part stream, and yeah, that's exactly kind of what's kind of changed. I'm not going to do many more streams for Doom. I know, you really all are booing over there. That's why I gave you that moment of silence. But yes, um, no more streams because of the fact of the matter that that to me feels like you have to when you stream something, many people can't really. It's not really that good of an experience if you only get a short period of time for a stream. I'm bad enough when I do my Thief fan missions and they're very quick or something like that, only being say half an hour to an hour. Um, Doom PWADs, it depends on the level, but there's levels that are 8 to 12 minutes. Yeah, and that's with introductions, that's with everything. Um, so if they're only going to take that short of a time at times, and I don't know really what it's going to be before I play the level, it really is not designed at all in a way that would allow people to really get involved in the stream before I really had to go or leave or whatever. Plus, like I said, if I'm going to do anything lengthy and investing, I want it to be different other games that I feel more in the mood to play, but due to different time constraints, depending on when I actually have time to play them, may not exactly get around to doing right away. Um, like I said, it also depends if I have stuff in my queue or whatnot. If I've recorded Elder Scrolls Arena recently, I'm more likely going to be rendering Elder Scrolls Arena stuff. And so, in the past, my mindset was, well, a Doom level is pretty quick to upload and render all that. So instead of wasting my time doing Elder Scrolls Arena and waiting for that to render and upload, I'm going to just do a bunch of Doom levels or whatnot that are rather quick and allow me to access my computer much more and wait with Elder Scrolls Arena until some more severe time. The mindset has kind of changed to that of I will probably want to just devote it to get into Elder Scrolls Arena when things render whatnot and when they get through, because anything that I do otherwise is actually kind of wasting time and losing time that I could have been using on Elder Scrolls Arena. Basically, the way it is working, I'm basically wanting to make Doom into something that's non-intrusive to anything else. It's a game I'll still touch, a game I'm still willing to look into or whatnot, even if it's not my main priorities at all to get through anymore or anything. But it's kind of been demoted to something that's kind of just a glance at and whatnot, and not really put that much into like uh a massive amount of it or whatnot. So what I basically mean by that, there's not going to be like another big second stream anytime soon. So sadly, like Vortex's levels are going to remain, just kind of unplayed for the time being. I don't really want to spoil them for myself because I eventually plan on probably doing another stream. It's just, for the time being, it's just going to be sporadic videos, kind of like what I've been doing, but even more so because, like I said, it all depends if it's going to be intrusive with everything else. If there's nothing intrusive, I'll do it. Otherwise, no. Anyway, this has been a massive ramble. Let's actually get to the content of today. This is going to be an interesting one because the fact of the matter that we've made it to a bit of an interesting time period for Doom. We're still doing all this random 1994 stuff, but all we've been doing for the last 30 videos or so of Doom is basically focus on the PWADs. Basically focusing on particular levels or whatnot. That's really what Punch of Barons is all about. It's basically showcasing each of like the various old school levels or whatnot that I used to play and whatnot and tormented myself with, and kind of showing what my I've kind of seen firsthand in the past and whatnot, and what kind of gave me the perspective I have today on Doom and all those old school FPS games. So it's pretty much kind of giving you guys like an insight as well as whatnot. But with Vortex's thing coming up, which will be totally new and whatnot, it's kind of growing a little bit. And especially since I'm not exactly sure how big this thing will get. Like I said, this is no ambitious project to play anything for a length of time or anything. But it is going to be whenever we have the ability to do it or whatnot, and there's really nothing else going on, we'll do a level or so, and that can add up. So it may eventually come down that we'll make some headlong progress in these things, regardless of the fact that I'm trying or not. But like I said, I'm not making any promises. Like I said, the main thing about this is I'm not putting any effort to actually trying to get forward. It's just if it happens, it happens. So, well, that in mind, all this time we've been doing levels. But there's more to Doom than just levels, isn't there? There's also a lot of other modifications and whatnot that just change the base game in some way. These range from sprite changes to sound changes to really like anything random out there. Things that just aren't officially changed levels. So we're going to be playing like through a similar level or whatnot, but it's with something changed different within it. And that's basically the focus of this. So this is going to be basically like a Punchin' Barons extra, I believe. It'd probably be called like the Punchin' Barons secret level. I probably will go for. That's probably a good idea for it. And yeah, that's going to be basically the idea of it. Is that it's going to be basically the stuff that isn't an actual level, and therefore not really worthy of being its own part, but throw as like a proper numbered area, but something I still want to kind of check out. And so those of you that feel like coming out and checking out everything, you have these secret episodes. After all, I did all my other stuff in episodic content, so secret episodes, because this is Doom and all, and we have secret levels and whatnot, make total sense. So, with all that in mind, my god, I had a lot to say, but yeah, being the first one of a new series, usually I end up getting more rambly than normal. So, today we are focusing on the first thing I'm actually able to get my hands on. There's stuff that's earlier, but some of the old stuff for Doom is a pain in the butt to manage for whatever reason. DOSBots can't load certain things right, and I haven't been able to manage to get certain ones working. Other ones are corrupt, that don't work anymore. So I've been kind of hunting around a little bit or whatnot, and for that reason, custom content has usually kind of been skipped over. So even though custom content would normally exist or whatnot, and we'd see it at certain points, we haven't really, because the fact of the matter that anything we could have is broken. And yeah, that makes it pretty awkward. But now we get to see some of that stuff, because I'm kind of going out of my way just to check out some really random stuff here. So, we got the official Star Wars Doom replacement WAD. What on earth is that? Well, this is basically Star Wars sounds in Doom. Yep, before Dark Forces, before all that, we had Star Wars Doom, which basically involved you making gun sounds and them sound like Star Wars guns and enemies making sounds like Star Wars. Basically, this is the first sound WAD I've seen, so yeah. And these are pretty infamous and whatnot for being terrible, so these definitely belong in the Punch and Baron series, don't they? Okay, may the Force be with you. And also, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be setting it up the same way as usual. I'll probably still have like a date, but I can't exactly say the development engine used. So yeah. I actually, that might just be the one line removed. The line of which developer was used. So let's load this thing up. What on earth? Oh, that's just brilliant. We lost our Doom music. We gained that. And if you're wondering, you have R2-D2 sounds. Oh, isn't that fun? Yay! Hole in the breach! Hole in the breach! Turn it off! Turn that godforsaken thing off! Are we feeling relaxed? I sure do hope so, people, because we're about to go to hell in Star Wars for some reason. I don't know. Sure, let's do it. What's here that's new? Fists don't make sounds. My pistol makes the same sound. Health bonuses make the same sound. Explosions sound the same. Lasers! He has lasers! He's firing his laser! We must... I don't even know anymore. Where's that sound even from? Is this like from TIE Fighter or something? Seriously, Vorknitz, help me here! You would know this stuff! What Star Wars game are they doing here? Or is this from the movies and I just do not recognize these sounds? Yeah! That's definitely what I need to hear when I'm shooting my shotgun. A sound that sounds like a butt. Oh, wow! We get full scale. Yeah, now it's getting Star Wars 8. Well, that just does not feel right in the aspect of Star Wars 8. But we got awesome Star Wars doors! Which feel... If only they had, like, instantaneous open and closing doors like in Star Wars. It would feel so much more appropriate. But if only this was Quake. Now, I just need to fight Darth Vader. You're not Darth Vader! You're not Darth Vader! None of you freaks of nature are Darth Vader! Hi there! Okay then! Flying... Do I even want to know? But yeah, the sounds are so loud that they kind of blare out the sound of normal sounds. Yeah. Somebody has problems with normalizing audio. Then again, that could be said for my videos too, so don't worry. You are in welcome company. Headshot. Even though I can't really exactly say I'm good at headshots. Yeah! Infighting! So the question now I have is, why exactly was there R2-D2 sounds? I thought it was always sounds in the game, so... On guard, demons! And that is E1M1 done in it. How long are we supposed to play this up? I mean, we could play the entire game with Star Wars sounds, but that'd be pretty boring. So you know what? We're gonna skip some levels. Oh god! In fact, we're gonna go to like E3, M4, or something like that. What the? Yeah! Why is this the sound? Why is this the sound? Yeah! Star Wars Doom! This is what you want to hear when you're shooting a demon. Why is this the sound? Why in the... Oh God almighty would they make a sound like that? I hope you're liking this. This is high quality in 94. Yeah! I hope you're loving this. I sure ain't. It feels like some Atari game that's going wild. It sounds like it's gone rogue and hates me. Why do you hate me, Atari? What did I do to you? Oh boy, they have it on all monsters. I hope you'll love that sound. Just slowly shooting demons. Yeah, let's die and go somewhere else. E3 R5 or I'm trying to find things that make different sounds. Too many demons! Okay, so Lost Souls still make the same sound. And... let us do something really fun. Let us do E3M8. Oh yeah, the boss is gonna have some different sound, right? And right as said... some very inappropriate music. How do you do this to yourself? Doom! The rematch! Now with Star Wars sound effects! As missiles fly by your head, and Doom guys getting hurt by a chain gun! Doom guys revenge! I'm good, you freak! Darn it! I lost everything! I was supposed to win! Well, that was a weird, awkward sound. That pain sound is annoying! For the love of God! Somebody shut these things up! Like, seriously! Whoever designed this sound, please tell me, explain to me how this is a Doom. I mean, in Star Wars. Where in Star Wars do they make loud, annoying sounds like this? Like I said, this is the... His corpse is moving! His corpse is moving! Why was his corpse moving? Seriously! Yeah! Star Wars! Including very slow elevators, sounding even worse than ever! I'm good, you freaks! I have a shotgun! I'm good! Oh, a chain gun, even more fun! Except that it sounds like a regular chain gun. How boring! We need cooler stuff. Like, while you guys are boring, you know what I'm gonna do? Go to E2ME, where there's probably cooler people than you. Dear God! A lot of souls left and right! Let us face out if it gets to hell! Cyber Demon! How bad can the sound effects be? Definitely sounds good! Okay, where is a BFG at? An easy BFG. Probably like E3M3. Probably one of the easiest ones to get. So we get to listen to some music. You run these guys? Totally evade. Oh god! Get out of my way! Get out of my way, everybody! I'm trying to go for broke here. And that's how you get BFG really quick. I'm good! Hi there! Hi there, everybody! And I get killed by a simple lamb. Ain't I pathetic? Let's see here. We got... You know what we missed? The chainsaw! There's probably an awesome chainsaw. And I must hear it. I must hear it! Since we're doing everything else. On guard. I'm one chainsaw. And you have it. I'm about to die! Salute me! Please! Make it! Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money! Too many things to shoot, too many... I'm dead. Or not. Oh dear God, I better keep moving! I need help! Or else I'm shot, dead in one shot! When troopers are the most intimidating things in the game suddenly, somehow. Haha! Died right through. And now, we make it to our goodie! Give me chainsaw! I'm done! Use the force, Luke! Let me hear this. Well then, it sounds like a lightsaber, but not. It's a weird lightsaber. It's a lightsaber chainsaw! Yeah! Use the force, Luke! I got a freaking chainsaw! Yeah! Forget double player lightsabers or all that. We got a lightsaber chainsaw! That is the best thing ever in Star Wars! Lightsaber chainsaws! Make it happen! Let there be lightsaber chainsaws and fighting demons in hell! I mean, how awesome is this? What a combination! I'm good! I have a chainsaw and I'm not afraid to use it! Listen to the sound of my vibrating chainsaw! Come back here! I want to kill you! I want to kill you! I want to kill you with this really annoying chainsaw! Yeah! Well, that was educational. The lesson here, people, if you cannot figure it out from this, is that lightsaber chainsaws are freaking amazing! Why aren't they a thing? Well, we have unofficially made them a thing. And therefore, I am happy. Until next time, people, This is probably a disaster of a playthrough in terms of actual level content, but in terms of just having pure fun and randomly killing things, well, it worked! We had fun! And that's all what it's about, right, people? We had fun today. We all enjoyed ourselves. Nobody got hurt. Anyway, until next time. Thank you very much all for watching. I shall see you all later.